All right, welcome. Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest questions out there in personal finance. Look, you work hard for your money, right? But the real question is your money working hard for you? Let's get into the difference between protecting your money and making it grow. So, this is the classic situation. You've got some money left over at the end of the month, and now what? The options can feel kind of paralyzing, but really, it all boils down to understanding two super powerful tools. Think of one as a shield for protection, and the other as an engine for growth. Let's start with a shield. First up, saving. And honestly, the best way to think about saving is as your financial shield. It is your absolute first line of defense. It's what protects you from all those unexpected curveballs that life just loves to throw your way. At its core, saving is really about one thing: security. This has to be your first step because you just can't build anything lasting without a stable foundation, you know? This part isn't about getting rich quick. It's about making sure you can sleep at night, knowing you're protected. And the features of saving really define its purpose perfectly. It's designed to be safe, which means no market risk. Your money isn't going to vanish if the stock market has a bad week. It's also liquid, which is just a fancy way of saying you can get your hands on it immediately when you need it. This mix of safety and easy access is exactly what makes it the perfect tool for security. So, what does that get you in the real world? Well, that safety and accessibility is what lets you build an emergency fund for when the car suddenly breaks down. It's how you save up for a vacation or a down payment on a house without going into debt. But ultimately, what you're really buying here is just priceless peace of mind. And that, right there, is the power of the shield. Okay, so once your shield is firmly in place, it's time to build your engine. Because while saving is all about protection, investing is about propulsion. It's the engine that's going to power your long-term wealth and get you where you want to go. The key word here is grow. See, saving is about setting money aside, but investing is about actively putting that money to work. You're actually buying assets, things like stocks, bonds, or maybe even real estate, with the expectation that they're going to become more valuable over time. But, and this is a big but, here's the trade-off. To get that potential for growth, you have to take on some risk. Returns are definitely not guaranteed. The upside, though, is that the potential for growth is way, way higher, which allows your money to outpace inflation. You know, that sneaky thing that makes your money worth a little less each year. And that's exactly why investing is a long-term game. And this chart, this pretty much tells the whole story in just 2 bars. With saving, your returns are safe, but they're slow. With investing, the potential returns are multiples higher. And that is the difference between your money just kind of keeping up and your money actively building real wealth for your future. So it's not about which one is better. That's the wrong question. Saving and investing are 2 totally different tools for 2 totally different jobs. I mean, you wouldn't use a hammer to saw a piece of wood, right? And you definitely wouldn't use a shield to power a rocket ship. It's all about knowing when to use which tool. It really breaks down like this. Saving is for preserving your money for short-term, low-risk goals. Think an emergency fund or that vacation you want to take next year. Investing, on the other hand, is for growing your money for your big, long-term goals, like retirement in 30 years or your kids' education. The right choice just comes down to your goal and your timeline. It's that simple. Okay, so that's the theory, but how do you actually put it into practice? Let's talk about a simple, actionable plan you can start with, like today. The very first step is to know where your money is going, so you can start telling it where to go instead. And a fantastic, super easy way to start is with what's called the 50-30-20 rule. It's just a simple framework to help you manage your income. It's really simple. 50% of your take-home pay goes to your essential needs. We're talking rent, food, utilities. 30% is for your wants, all the fun stuff like going out to dinner, hobbies, entertainment. And that final 20%, that, my friends, is the most powerful part. That's the money you put to work for your future through saving and investing. So once you've carved out that 20% to work with, your plan is pretty straightforward. First, set clear goals. Knowing why you're setting money aside, is it for a car, a house, retirement? That will determine your whole strategy. Second, figure out your comfort level with risk. How would you feel if your investments dropped? You gotta be honest with yourself. And third, diversify. You've heard it a million times, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spreading your money around is just the smartest way to manage risk. So at the end of the day, remember that your money is more than just currency. It's a tool. It has the potential to build a shield for your security today or an engine for your growth tomorrow. The only question left is, what are you going to build with it?